Well, good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Man, um, business is being handled at the combine. We've got all of the organizations there. We got teams that are talking about what they're planning on doing. We got teams meeting with quarterbacks, trying to figure out what's what, who's who. This doesn't have anything to do with the Dallas Cowboys, but I almost find this comical that the Washington Commanders away have a list of 42 quarterbacks that they're targeting. Let me say that one more time again. 42 quarterbacks that they're targeting. So if you are an unemployed quarterback, you get your resume ready because the Washington Commanders, they got a job for you. And allegedly, Washington is targeting, and it's key that they say targeting, Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson. Both of which are under contract, both of which are highly paid, both of which will need new contracts, both of which will take a lot of draft capital and probably players to pry them apart. But I'm going to use this analogy, and it seems to be fitting. I don't know if anything's gone missing recently in the Bermuda Triangle, but growing up, we always used to think about the Bermuda Triangle. You know, there was the Hellcat, squadron that disappeared, and then there were ships that went through, and all the crew is gone. It was just kind of like strange things always happen in the Bermuda Triangle. Shit just disappeared. They always say steer clear of the Bermuda Triangle. Maybe it's just a myth. Maybe it's all bullshit. But if there were a Bermuda Triangle in football for quarterbacks, it would have to be the Washington football team. Let's think about this, because this is where quarterbacks go to disappear. Donovan McNabb, who had actually been to a Super Bowl, tossed his McNuggets in the game, had T.O. come back with literally a broken leg, and almost won one. He gets traded to Washington, gets a $74 million contract, $40 million of which he gets, and after 1 year, he's gone, plays one more season, and is gone from the NFL. They go through, they move up, they draft RG3, rookie sensation, insane, got them to the playoffs, breaks his leg, messed up his knee, and is never the same, and worked his way out of the NFL. Kirk Cousins was the wise one. He disappeared and went to Minnesota. He got out of town before the curse of the Bermuda Washington Commanders took over. Because they thought, Kurt's not good enough. We'll get Alex Smith. Alex Smith, he was a former #1 pick. He's been in the playoffs several years under Andy Reid. He will do great. And immediately, in the middle of the season, ends up having a catastrophic broken leg that requires 19 surgeries to heal, and takes 3 years to get back on the field, where he did get comeback player of the year, and hence his career was over. They draft Dwayne Haskins, who disappears into the strip clubs, and eventually was sent to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and is so far buried on the bench that Mitch Trubisky, Teddy Bridgewater, and Jameis Winston are all mentioned as possible quarterbacks. You don't even hear about Haskins. Is he still on the team? I don't know. But the curse of the Bermuda Triangle in Washington literally got him. Then they go out and they get everybody's buddy, the wild man himself, Ryan Fitzpatrick, who always ends up being the mentor for the next guy to come in. Okay? Washington couldn't even get that right, because they didn't have the career, the guy who was the heir apparent to take over, like most teams do. And basically they say, well, we appreciate you here. You can move on to your next team. Ryan Fitzpatrick didn't make it out the first game, and he ended up getting jacked up. So, then they have the Heineke. Heineke, yeah, that didn't work out too good. So I ask you, if you are Aaron Rodgers, if you are Russell Wilson, and you have a no trade clause, is there any amount of money that would be worthwhile for you to go ahead and take on that curse? For you to go through and travel the Bermuda Triangle? For you to have your career end? The Washington football team is the place that quarterbacks' careers go to die. Seriously. Jimmy G, he's on the list. Teddy Bridgewater, he's on the list. Mitch Trubisky, who went to Buffalo, and Buffalo has high praises and says he's a starting quarterback. He's on the list. Hell, I might even be on the list for all I know, but I would. You couldn't pay me enough to try and play for Washington. Couldn't, just couldn't. That is freaking insane. 42 quarterbacks that there are there even 42 good quarterbacks out there? That reeks of desperation. Wow. Well, I wonder if Ben DiNucci's on the list. Cooper Rush, he might be on the list. Hell, Carson Wentz, he is on the list if he gets cut. They've already said that. Carson Wentz is on the list. Who else might be on the list? Who else might be on the list? I guess James Winston, if he gets released, yeah. I mean, if he doesn't get re-signed, he'd have to be on the list. Cam, oh no. I forgot. Cam's not on the list. They had problems with him. But Sam Darnold might be. Sam Darnold might be on the list. Wow. But I'm going to tell you, bro, that's the list you don't want to be on. Well, tomorrow I'm sure will be another busy day with the Dallas Cowboys as we're sitting here with the mentality of we got a dead man walking with Amari Cooper and DeMarcus Lawrence as we're just waiting for the Cowboys to, thumbs up or thumbs down or something here. They've been teasing like crazy. And then, of course, we've got Dak Prescott's shoulder. Somebody was saying to me, it was kind of interesting, I hadn't thought about it, but, it's been quiet around Cowboy land. I mean, we've got the usual chatter. Everybody is working, trying to find a different angle of this, that, and the other. But don't you find it interesting that Mike McCarthy spilled the beans about Dak's surgery today on a day when there wasn't really much? There may really truly be a whole lot to the Cowboys just being the team that wants to be in the headlines and wants to be relevant in that manner as opposed to actually winning. Because Lord knows, all we've had this offseason is a boatload of drama and nothing about how to get us to a Super Bowl. That's all I can figure. I have yet to see one thing that the Cowboys have, they did bring back Dan Quinn. But other than that, I don't know what else we've done other than create problems and ill will between the coaches, coaching staff, the players, and everybody else, and the players in the front office and so forth. I don't know what they're doing. Apparently, maybe they don't either. Anyway, it's been a great day because I was in it. Any day that I'm in it, to me, is a great day. And so I appreciate the good Lord giving me another day and pray that tomorrow I'll have another one as well. And I appreciate each and every one of you all. Tomorrow night, we're going to have fun tomorrow night. We're going to be doing a special live stream at 9 o'clock. We're going to have a Zoom-in call with the ladies, and we're going to have fun with Ladies Night tomorrow. Oh, we're going to have fun. We're gonna have some pointed questions for the ladies. Oh, we're gonna see if we can get some of those stories and some of those secrets. So be sure to tune in tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern, as we go ahead and find out the dark secrets of the ladies. Peace. And remember, tell somebody you love them tonight.